Next vänster. Lite mer vänster. Ja. Där. Där. Frida Esters is batting for Falun Ravens, and it's a one ball, one strike count. Another strike, swinging strike. Frida a bit too early. Frida showing bunt here. Foul ball. Frida just came back from the States playing college softball. Now she's back playing with Falun. Call strike free on the outside corner. Ball high. So Milo, what do you think of this game? Or do you think it's going to be a fun, even game, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be even game.
So now 2 balls and no strikes on Maria Daniels, the first baseman for Falun. Ball high. So 3 balls and no strikes for Maria Daniels. Maria, it's a line drive over the third baseman. She's rounding first, digging for 2. And she's safe. So a 1-out double for Maria Daniels, and the pitcher now batting for Falun Ravens, Karin Hjelm. So now a ball, and then Maria Daniels going to third base on a pass ball. Call strike 1. Karin hits a line drive to left center field. It's in the gap. It will probably be an extra base hit. Karin is taking it slowly, jogging to second base. So another double for Falun. And RBI for Karin. Ball outside. Ball high. 2-0 count. Called strike 1. Ball high. 3-1 count. High. Pop up right back, that goes foul. Full count now on Linnea Sandahl. Has a 500 batting average on the season, second best in Falun. She hits a high pop up, third base side, but it's foul. A line drive to second base, that's caught by the second baseman, Ronja Kannehag. So now 2 outs, and up to bat for Falun is Lina Busk. Ball in the dirt, but blocked by Erika Karlsson. So now a new runner on second base. It's a real rule in softball where if it's 2 outs and the pitcher or catcher on base, you can put on a new runner so that they have time to prepare for the next inning. And now another ball in the dirt, but bounces high, goes by Erika Karlsson. Lina Busk has also had a good season, batting 481, very good batting average. A very high ball that goes by the catcher, and another ball and they run for Falun. So now 3-0 count, 2 runs in the inning for Falun, 2 hits. Call strike 1. Ball high. Probably hardest pitch by Hilda this game so far, but it was a bit high, so a walk. And batting now for Falun is Fanny Karlsson, playing second base. Call strike 1. A fly ball to second base, that's caught by the second baseman, Ronja. So the bats get out of the inning with 2 runs and 1 left on base. So now we're in the bottom of the first inning, and leading off for the Karlskoga Bats is Saga England. Bunt attempt, but foul.
Ball 1. She get a hit. It's a double.
So now batting for Karlskoga is Reina Cruikshank. As she takes a ball low. Reina is originally from Canada, but came here to play baseball with the Karlskoga Bats. There's the call strike 1. Call strike 2. On the outside part of the plate. Here comes the pitch. It is a high fly ball to left field and it drops foul. Just foul. So Reina extends the bat with the foul ball, and yeah. So no outs, runner on second. Ball up. Reina takes ball outside, ball 2. So now a 2-2 count on Reina. Another foul ball. Reina staying alive. Falling off good pitches here. A swing and a miss. So strikeout on Reina. So now batting for Karlskoga is the pitcher, Hilda Samuelsson. It's a fly ball that is going to drop between center field, right field, and second base. So a base hit for Hilda, and now Hilda. So nothing happens. It's close to a rundown situation, but Frida Esters holds the ball and keeps the runners in place. So with that single, it's runners at the corners now with 1 out for the center fielder Alice Espelund. Ball low. And on that ball, Hilda advances to second base on a stolen base. Alice, just like Hilda at second, is originally from a city nearby Karlskoga called Örebro, but they don't have a softball club anymore, so they're playing with Karlskoga now. As she hits a fly ball to center field, that is caught by center fielder, but Saga is tagging up. She's safe. So a sacrifice fly for Alice Espelund. Now 2 outs with a runner on second base. And batting for the Karlskoga Bats is the left fielder Isabella Kanesved. Ball strike 1. Ball in the dirt, that goes by the catcher. Hilda advances to third base on a wild pitch. It would feel really good for the Karlskoga Bats if they could get in the runner from third base here to tie up the game. As a swinging strike for Bella. So now 1 ball and 2 strike count with 2 outs and Hilda at third base. Ball outside. So now 2-2 count. Bella hits the ball in play to second base. She fumbles the ball and Bella is safe. So Hilda scores on an error by the second baseman, Fanny Karlsson. And now batting for Karlskoga Bats is Ronja Kanal, one of the youngest players in the softball series. A foul ball.
Nej. Nej, 6.
A ball in the dirt that goes by the catcher, and Isabella advances to second base. A swing and a miss on a high pitch. So now 1-2 count on Ronja. And strike 3 looking on the outside part of the plate. So the Ravens get out of the inning with 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. So now we're in the top of the second inning, and batting now for Falun is Ida Jones. She takes ball 1 high. Ida takes call strike. So now a 1-1 count. She puts the ball in play to third base, but Jodi fumbles with the ball. So Ida reaches on a fielding error by Jodi Resho. So now a runner on first base with no outs, and batting for Falun is Linnea Salomonsson. Ball high. So now 1 ball and no strikes to Linnea. Another ball high. So 2 balls and no strikes. Linnea has a 333 batting average on the season so far, as she takes ball 3 in the dirt. Linnea has not struck out once during this season. She has been hit by pitch twice. Call strike 1. Oh. Nej, error. Ball high, so that's a walk. Runner at first and second now. And batting now for Falun is Ester Andersson, playing left field. Ester is batting 136 on the season. She has 2 RBIs, and her slugging percentage is also 136. Call strike 1. Ball 1. So now 1-1 count on Ester. A swing and a miss. So now a 1 ball and 2 strike count on Ester Andersson. Ball outside. So now 2-2 count. Ball high. That fills the count up to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now full count with runners at first and second with no outs. Ester hits a fly ball that is foul but caught by the third baseman Jodi Resho for the first out in the inning. So now 1 out with runners at first and second. And batting for Falun is Frida Esters. Frida 0 for 1 so far in this game. A swing and a miss. Call strike 2. So Frida finds herself in an 0-2 count. Will have to work herself back in the at bat or try to get a hit right here. She hits it back to the pitcher. The pitcher fumbles with the ball. So a fielding error by the pitcher, Hilda. And with that error, it is now loaded bases.
With the arrow.
So now 1 out with loaded bases. 2 of the runners coming out on errors. If those plays would have been made, it would been they would have changed the side already. But now Maria Daniels takes ball 1. Maria hits a fly ball to right center, which drops. So a hit for Maria Daniels, and Ida Jones scores from third base as Falun take the lead. So now the bases are still loaded for Karin Hjelm, the pitcher. Ball 1 high. Karin hits a fly ball to right center that drops, almost identical to Maria Daniels' hits. And it will give Karin 2 RBIs, which will be her 11th and 12th RBI for the season. So now Linnea Sandahl is batting for Falun with runners at the corners. Call strike 1. Karin advances to second base on a stolen base. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball outside. Linnea Sandahl has been really good this season at driving in runs. 14 RBIs, which is among the top in the softball series. She hits a line drive in the right center gap. It will score run. Karin is going round for jogging very slowly into home plate. So 2 more RBIs on the season for Linnea Sandahl. So still 1 out, but 5 runs in this inning for Falun. Ball high. Ball inside. Lina moves away from the ball to not get hit. So 2 balls and no strikes now. The count on Lina Busk, the center fielder. Ball high. 3 no count. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. It's strike. So now 3-1 count. Lina hits a hard grounder to third base. Jodi fumbles with the ball a bit first, but is able to make the play in time. So now 2 outs with the runner on second base. And batting for Falun is Fanny Karlsson. Call strike 1. First pitch strike. The best pitch in baseball. Oh, sorry, softball. Ball that's just high. Ball strike 2. So now 1 ball and 2 strike the count on Fanny Karlsson. Fanny Karlsson is 0 for 1 so far, showing bunt, but then swings and fouls the ball off to the third base side. Fanny hits a line drive to the left center field gap. It will drive in a run. Fanny is running, going to second. And she stays on second. So a RBI double for Fanny Karlsson. And now batting for Falun is Ida Jonas. Ida Jonas hits a fly ball to the shortstop Reina Cruikshank, who makes the play. So that's the third out, and we'll change sides. And now we're back in the bottom of the second inning. Erika Karlsson is batting. Var det boll eller strike? She takes the ball low. Now a swing and miss. So 1 ball and 1 strike, the count on Erika. Erika has had a really good season so far, batting .385 with two RBIs and 3 walks. She takes the ball outside. Erika also has an OPS on 1,115. OPS means on base percentage plus slugging. As Erika hits a grounder to shortstop, but it's fielded cleanly by Frida Esters, but she throws the ball way over first base. So now Erika reaches first base on a throwing error by the shortstop, Frida Esters. Now batting for Karlskoga is Dora Tolstoy. Foul ball. Dora is playing right field today. She's born in 2009. A call strike. It's now an 0-2 count on Dora. She's also had good season so far, batting .350 with 10 total bases. She pops the pitch up, but it's straight back and foul. Dora takes ball high and outside. Dora has had 20 at-bats so far, with 7 at-bats of them being a hit. She has had 3 doubles as well. She pops a pitch up that is caught by the pitcher, Karin Hjelm. So 1 out, and batting for Karlskoga now is Jodi Resho. A swing and a miss. Jodi also has a very good average so far, batting .412 on the season. Swing and a miss, so Jodi now in an 0-2 count. Jodi takes ball 1 high. Jodi has 6 runs and 6 RBIs on the season. Jodi fouls pitch off, so keeps the bat alive, at bat alive. A foul ball. Jodi has 7 hits so far, and on those hits she has 9 total bases. So she's got 6 singles and 1 triple on the season. A ball in the dirt. That's blocked by the Falun catcher, Linnea Sandahl. So now 2-2 count on Judy. She takes ball free in the dirt. So now a full count. Very good at bat so far by Judy. Going from an 0-2 count, fouling pitches off, and now she's in a full count. Here comes the full count pitch. It is a strike and call strike out. So now 2 outs and Saga England is batting. Saga is one for one so far. She had a double in the lead-off double in the first inning. Saga takes ball 1 in the dirt. Ball low. So now 2 balls and no strikes on Saga. Ball low. So now 3-0 count on Saga. And now another ball. So 4 balls that were low as Saga takes a walk. So Saga gets to first base and Judy moves up to second base. So now runners at first and second base, and batting for Karlskoga is Brena Cruikshank. A foul ball. Reina playing shortstop this game, but the next game today she will start pitching. It's a rule where pitchers not born in Europe can only pitch the second game. Since Reina is from Canada, she must pitch the second game. So she's gonna start the second game pitching, and now she's playing shortstop. Reina puts the ball in play. It's fumbled by the first baseman, but the second baseman Funny covers up and makes the out. So 3 outs and we'll change sides. So now we're in the top of the third inning, sorry, and the score is 8-2 to Falun. And leading off for Falun is Linnea Salomonsson. A swing and a miss. Linnea very early on that first pitch by Anna. I forgot to mention that we have a new pitcher on the mound for Karlskoga. Anna Erlandsson is now pitching. So now call strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is just a bit outside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Linnea. A swing and a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It is high. So now 2-2 count on Linnea. Ball low. So Linnea working her bat very good from an 0-2 count to a full count now. Here comes the full count pitch. It is high, so Linnea takes a walk. So now batting for Falun is Esther Andersson. She's 0 for 1 so far with a strike. No, she popped out, I think. So now a runner on first base with no outs. Ball low. Bunt attempt by Esther, but missed. So that evens the count up to 1 ball and 1 strike. Esther fouls off a pitch, bounces off the home plate area. So now 2 strikes on Esther. Here comes the payoff pitch by Anna Erlandsson. It is outside. So now 2-2 count. A foul ball. Esther is staying alive. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball low. So now a full count on Esther Andersson. Also a good at bat by Esther so far. She fouls off yet another pitch. So the full count remains. And here comes the pitch. Ball high. So Esther working a walk. And now batting for Falun. We're at the top of the lineup with Frida Esters. Frida is 0 for 2 so far in this game. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. So now an 0-2 count. A swing and a miss. So Frida strikes out. And 1 out now with Maria Daniels coming up to bat. 2 for 2 so far in this game. Call strike 1. Ball high. Another foul ball. Maria has had a single and a double so far in this game. She takes ball out. So now 2-2 count on Maria Daniels. Maria Daniels hits a hard hit, that grounder that goes through the left side. So a single for Maria Daniels, and the runners advance to second and third base. So now loaded bases for the pitcher, Karin Hjelm. Karin takes ball 1 high. Karin also has a double and a single so far in this game with 3 RBIs. Call strike 1. So now a 1-1 count on Karin. A slow grounder to third base. The third baseman throws home for 4 out. So 1 out and no run scored on the play. So 2 outs now, and batting for Falun is Linnea Sandahl. Call strike 1. Ball 1 outside. Ball high.
Time up.
So Frida Esters going out to run instead of Karin Hjelm. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It is high. So now a 3-1 count on Linnea Sandahl. Linnea hits a fly ball to center field, which is caught by the center fielder. Very good hit by Linnea, but 3 outs and we'll change sides. And now we're in the bottom of the third inning, and batting for Karlskoga is the pitcher Anna Erlandsson. She takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. So now an 0-2 count on Anna. She takes a ball that's high and outside. A swing and a miss, so a swinging strikeout on Anna Erlandsson. So now 1 out, and batting for Karlskoga is Alice Espelund, playing center field. So call strike 1, the outside corner. Alice hits a fly ball to the shortstop Frida Esters, who makes a running catch. That is the 2nd out of the inning. So now batting with 2 outs is the left fielder Isabella Kanesved. She reached on an error in the 1st inning. She fouls the first pitch off, which results in a strike, so a 1 count on Isabella. A ball low. So 1 ball and 1 strike, the count on Isabella Kanesved. A ball in the dirt, so 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. A swing and a miss, which evens the count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss, so a strikeout. 1-3 inning for Falun, and we'll change sides. So now we're in the top of the 4th inning, and batting for Falun is the center fielder Lina Busk. She takes a call strike 1. A pitch that was a bit outside but called strike, so the count is now 0-2 on Lina Busk. Ball outside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count on Lina Busk. Lina is 0 for 1 so far in this game. She hits a slow grounder that goes foul. A high chopper to shortstop, Reina Cruikshank, who throws it to first base and makes the play just in time. Very close play at first base, but 1 out for Karlskoga. So now 1 out, and batting for Falun is the second baseman Fanny Karlsson. 1 for 2 so far. She takes strike 1. Strike 2. So now 0-2 count on Fanny Karlsson. Call strike 3. So Fanny Karlsson goes down looking on 3 pitches. And 2 outs as Ida Jonas goes up to the plate. Ida playing right field in this game, 0 for 2 so far. Ball in the dirt. Ida hits the ball in play to the pitcher, who throws to the first baseman Saga England for the 3rd out, and we will change the sides. And now we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Batting for Karlskoga is the second baseman Ronja Kanhag. 0 for 1 so far in this game. Ronja hits a high fly ball to left field and it drops foul. So a off speed by Karin Hjelm that catches strike zone. Strike zone. Bit Swedish accent just slipped out there, but so 0-2 count now on Ronja Kanhag. Ball 1, high. Ball outside. So now a 2-2 count on the second baseman. Strike 3 on a very good pitch by Karin Hjelm. And now batting for Karlskoga is Erika Karlsson. A ball that goes foul. A high fly ball that drops between second base and right field. So a single for Erika Karlsson. So now 1 out and batting for Karlskoga is the right fielder Dora Tolstoy. A high pop-up that goes foul. Here goes the 0-1 pitch to Dora Tolstoy. Takes the ball outside. A grounder to third base, fielded by the third baseman. So a ground out for Dora, but Erika advances to second base on the play. So now a runner on second base and 2 outs for the third baseman, Jodi. Jodi hits a fly ball to left field. It is caught by the left fielder Ester Andersson. Nice hit by Jodi, but it finds a glove, and that's the third out. So we have a substitution in Karlskoga. They put in Smilla Nyström instead of the center fielder Alice Espelund, but Smilla is playing second base, so the second baseman Ronja Kanag goes to shortstop, and the shortstop Reina Cruikshank goes to right field, and the right fielder Dora Tolstoy goes to center field. And it's a 1-1 count on Linnea Salomonsson. Ball high. So now 2-1 count on Linnea. Call strike 2. Evens up the count to 2-2. Linnea is 0 for 0 so far in this game. Got 2 walks, I believe. She hits a fly ball to left field, which drops, not caught by the left fielder. So Linnea reaches on a fielding error by the left fielder Isabella. And batting for Falun now is Esther Andersson. She swings and misses on the first pitch from Anna Erlandsson. Esther shows bunt. But pulls the bat. Esther pulled the bat back in time. So 1 ball and 1 strike the count on Esther. She shows bunt again. And the bunt attempt goes foul. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh. Hello, I'm doing a foul. Ball in the dirt, but blocked by Erika. So a ball, but no advance of the runner. A soft line drive to third base side goes foul. So a foul ball keeps that bat alive. A high pop-up to the third base side, which is caught by the third baseman Yudi in foul territory. So that is the first out of the inning, but the runner from first base tags up on the play and is safe. So Linnea Salomonsson tagged up on the fly ball and went to second and was safe. As Frida hits a pop-up to the catcher, Erika Karlsson, who makes the play for the second out of the inning. A call strike on the first baseman Maria Daniels. Ball high. Maria has had a very good game so far with 3 base hits on 3 at bats. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Maria. Call strike 2. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Maria Daniels. A grounder to shortstop. So Maria reaches on a throwing error by Ronja Kannehag. So runners at the corners now, and Karin Hjelm batting for Falun. Karin takes strike 1. Karin 2 for 3 so far in this game. Ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Karin hits a high pop-up that goes foul. So the count on Karin is 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs with runners on the corners. A ball low, and on that ball Maria Daniel steals second base. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Karin Hjelm. Karin hits a high fly ball to left field, and the left fielder Isabella Connesved does not make the play. So now still 2-2 count. Karin hits a high fly ball to center field, and it's caught by the center fielder Dora Tolstoy. A leaping catch, very good job by the center fielder. So the third out, and we will change the sides. we're in the top of the lineup for Karlskoga, and batting is Saga Englund. She takes ball 1 low. A high foul ball that evens up the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Saga takes ball 2 outside. So the count is 2-1. Saga is 1 for 1 so far with a double and a walk. Saga fouls off another pitch, which makes the count 2-2. A ball on the outside a pitch on the outside corner that's called strike. So Saga strikes out looking for the first out of the inning. And batting now for Karlskoga is Reina Cruikshank. A call strike on the lower half of the strike zone. The catcher in Falun, Linnea Sandal, takes time to talk to the pitcher, Karin Hjelm. So here comes the 0-1 pitch to Reina Cruikshank. She hits the ball right back to the pitcher. And the pitcher Karin makes the play. So now 2 outs, no runners on base, and batting for Karlskoga is the pitcher Anna Erlandsson. First pitch is a strike. So now call strike 2. 2 strikes, and the count is 0-2 on Erlandsson. Anna Erlandsson hits a high fly ball to the shortstop Fridester, who makes the play. So that's the third out. So now we're in the top of the 6th inning, and batting for Falun is the catcher Linnea Sandahl. She takes ball 1, and we have some substitutions in Karlskoga. Johanna went in for Anna Erlandsson, but Johanna is not pitching. She's playing third base. So Saga went from first base and started pitching, and Judy played third base, but now she's playing left field, and Bella, who played left field, is now playing first base. Ball inside. So 3 balls, no strikes, the count on Linnea Sandahl. Ball in the dirt, so a 4-pitch walk for Linnea Sandahl. And now batting for Falun is the center fielder Lina Busk. A called first pitch strike by Saga Englund. Another strike by Saga Englund. So now Lina in an 0-2 hole now. And another strike. 3-pitch strikeout for Saga Englund. Very good job by Saga going from a 4-pitch walk to a 3-pitch strikeout. And now batting for Falun is the third baseman Fanny Karlsson. Shows bunt, but pulls the bat back in time. So ball 1. Fanny shows bunt again, but pulls the bat back again. So 2 balls and no strikes. Ball high. So now 3 balls and no strikes, the count on Fanny Karlsson. Fanny shows bunt again, but pulls the bat back again. So a 4-pitch walk for Fanny, and batting now for Falun is Ida Jonas. Time called by the catcher Ulrika Karlsson. Going to talk with pitcher Saga Englund. Here comes the first pitch to Ida Jonas. Ida Jonas shows bunt, but misses the ball. So a swinging strike 1. A swing and a miss again. So now an 0-2 count on Ida Jonas. There's 1 out and runners at first and second base. A strikeout. And a pickoff attempt by the catcher. Very close play, but the runner is safe. So far in this inning, Saga showing a pattern with first a 4-pitch walk, then a 3-pitch strikeout, then a 4-pitch walk, and then a 3-pitch strikeout. And now a ball high. So count now 1 ball and no strikes to Jonas Källström, the second baseman. Call strike. Ball high. So now 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Erika tried to backpick the runner at first base, Fanny Karlsson, but the throw was in dirt. So both of the runners advance on a throwing error by the catcher, Erika Karlsson. Now 2 balls and 1 strike to count on Jonas Källström. She takes another ball low. So the count is now 3-1 on Jonas Källström. 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss. So now full count with 2 outs and runners at second and third. A swing and miss. So Saga gets out of the inning without any runs, and we will change the sides. And we are now in the bottom of the 6th inning, and leading off for Karlskoga is Smilla Nyström. She swings and misses on the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It is low. And with that ball, the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Smilla puts the ball in play, and Jonna fumbles a lot with the ball. So Smilla reaches on a fielding error by the second baseman Jonas Källström. And now batting for Karlskoga is Isabella Kanesved. She is 0 for 2 so far in this game. A swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. So now Isabella in an 0-2 count. A ball high. So the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It is in the dirt. So the count is now 2-2. Bella hits a line drive right up the middle for a single. And Smilla moves up to second base on the hit. And now batting with a runner on first and second base and no outs is the shortstop now, Ronja Kanhag. Call strike 1. Ball outside. So the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Ronja hits a high fly ball to left center field. It drops between the left and center fielder. So, and the ball goes under the fence, so it will be a ground rule double for Ronja Kanhag and an RBI. Men den är bakom staketet. So now batting for Karlskoga is the catcher Erika Karlsson. She has 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. As she takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Erika hits a grounder and the shortstop cannot make the play. Isabella Kanesved scores and Ronja Kanhag moves up to third base on the hit. So runners on the corners now, and batting for Karlskoga is the center fielder Dora Tolstoy. Dora is 0 for 2 so far in this game. Dora fouls a pitch off. So the count is no balls and 1 strike. Dora hits a high pop-up to the first baseman, which is caught by Maria Daniels. So that will be the first out in the inning. So now 1 out, and Judy Resho batting for Karlskoga. A bunt, Jody showing bunt, but then pulls the bat back for a ball. But on the play, Erika steals second base, and Ronja Kanhag goes home. So a run for Karlskoga. Jody swings and misses. So the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. And after that run by Ronja Kannehag, it's just a 3-run game now. 8-5 the score. Jodi swings and misses again. And now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's 1 out and a runner on second base. Jodi fouls off a off-speed pitch by Karin Hjelm. Jodi was very early, but still able to foul that pitch off. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes, and here comes the pitch. It is a pop-up that drops between the pitcher and the second baseman, and Jodi is safe. So it's a hit for Jodi, probably not the hit she's most proud of, but it's still a hit. So now runners at the corners with 1 out, and the pitcher Saga Englund batting for Karlskoga. Saga is the tying run. Saga takes a ball as Jodi advances to second base on the stolen base. A hit here by Saga Englund could make this game a 1-run game as she takes ball low. So now 2 balls and no strikes to count on Saga Englund. Wait a minute. What happened? She did she leave the base too early? Ja, jag vet. So a little bit weird rule there. Jodi was out by rule because she left the base too early. So 2 outs now and a runner at third base for Saga Englund. Saga takes strike 2. That ball must just have caught the corner. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs for Saga Englund. Saga hits a high pitch to that drops between. It dropped between shortstop, second base, and center field for a hit. But Saga tried to stretch it into a double, but she was out.
Det fick vi in en till.
Oh.
She was out because she ran out of the line.
Oh, I put left too early.
On that one, yeah. I don't know how you out by rule. She's still on.
What do you mean? She was out of line when?
The last run, the last out. Saga.
Yeah, Saga's out.
She avoided
Yeah,
the tag.
I mean on second base. She was out by rule. She left early.
Well,
on the picture, what?
She didn't go back. The pitcher had the ball in the circle, but she stood there off the base.
Oh, okay.
When the pitcher has the ball in the circle, she must make a move forward or back. Can't stand still.
Yeah, she was standing.
She just stood still.
Meter from.
Exactly.
So she was out of the base.
Isn't the rule that you can't change direction? Isn't the rule that you can't change the direction?
and we're in the top of the last inning now. And batting for Falun is Ester Andersson. Ball low. Two balls and no strikes. Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Bra pitch!
Ball outside. So now 3-0 count on Ester Andersson. A ball outside. So a walk for Ester Andersson. And batting now for Falun is Frida Esters. She is 0 for 4 so far in this game. Frida shows bunt, but pulls the bat back because she thought it would be a ball, but it was a strike. So 0-1 the count on Frida Esters. Shows bunt again, and a bunt that's between a bunt to the catcher, but it's a single for Frida. She made it there in time. So now runner at first and second, and batting for Falun is Maria Daniels. She takes ball 1 that skips in the dirt. Maria hits a slow grounder to the pitcher Saga Englund, who throws to first base, and she's out. So Maria advances the runners. So runners at second and third now with 1 out. As Fanny Karlsson hits a grounder to shortstop, Ranja Kranhaku makes a very nice play. So that's the second out, but a run scores on the play. So now 2 out with a runner on third base, and batting for Falun is the catcher Linnea Sandahl. Linnea Sandahl takes ball 1 high. Ball inside. So now 2 balls and no strikes to count. Ball high. So 3-0 count on Linnea Sandahl. Ball strike 1. So the count is now 3-1. Call strike 2. So that fills up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here comes the full count pitch. It is a strike. It's a pop up to the third baseman, Johanna Lindqvist, who makes the play. So that's the third out, and we will change sides.
Go Reina!
So now we're in the bottom of the last inning, the seventh inning. The score is 6-9. The Karlskoga will have to score at least 3 runs to keep the game alive. As Reina takes ball 1. A high pop up to second base. That's caught by the shortstop. So first out in the inning. So up to bat is Johanna for the first time today. Johanna takes ball 1. Johanna has been injured for quite some time, so this is her first at bat in quite some time. So now the count is 1 ball and no strikes with 1 out. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Johanna Lindqvist. She fouls it off straight back. And with that foul ball, that evens up the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball high and in to Johanna, which makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Sorry. Another foul ball. So now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Johanna Lindqvist. Johanna struck out swinging, but the ball went in the dirt. And it was not a very good throw by the catcher, so Johanna reaches safely. So now a runner on first base with 1 out, and batting for Karlskoga is Smilla Nyström. She takes ball 1 low. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Smilla Nyström. It is a foul ball. So now 1-1 count to Smilla.
Stark, Emil, du kan! Du är klar på bas!
And off-speed pitch, and Smilla was not ready for that one very early, but strike 2. So here comes the 1-2. We will see the 1-2 pitch from Colin Hjelm now. And Smilla swings and misses for the second out. So now it is 2 outs, and batting for Karlskoga is Isabella Kanesved. She is 1 for 3 in this game. A ball in the dirt that's blocked by the catcher, which prevents the runner at first base from advancing to second base. So now the count 1 ball and no strikes to Isabella Kanesved. Called strike 1. So the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. And off-speed pitch in dirt. Isabella lays off of it, and that makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Isabella. It is hit. It is high and caught by the shortstop. So that's game, and Falun wins 6-9. Was a good game, but it was mostly the second inning where the score ran away. We will see you in the next game.